In this video, I'm going to show you how to start an oval piece. And to begin with, you're going to create a slip knot. So take your yarn so that the tail of the yarn is to the left of the yarn that is connected to the yarn ball, like a horseshoe. And we're going to create essentially the number 4. I guess this looks a bit like the number 9, but you know, if you put your thumb and index finger under this loop, you can see how this creates this number 4. So holding on to the intersection of the yarn and then putting your left thumb and index finger under the hole, we're going to simply flip our left hand over and pick up the stem of the 4 and pull it through the hole. And then to tighten this into a knot, we're just going to pull on the yarn tail until there is a knot. And now this knot is actually adjustable. It will keep moving. So we're going to put that now on the crochet hook. And if you're right-handed, you want this knot to be to the left of your hook. And if you're left-handed, you want the knot to be to the right of the hook. And you want to make this tight on your hook, not too tight that it becomes really difficult to pass the hook through, but you do want this and all the stitches you're about to make in the foundation chain to be a bit tighter than normal so that you don't have that many holes in your final oval. So now get into regular crocheting position, and we're going to create a foundation chain with 4 chain stitches in it. So to do that, we're going to hold on as close as possible. We're going to hold on to the piece as close as possible to the hook, and then we're going to take the hook and yarn over and then pulling that yarn through the loop that's on the hook. That was 1 chain stitch, and you can see the V we created here. Now we're going to adjust our yarn holding hand so that we're always holding onto the piece really close to the hook to make it easier to control the yarn. And then make another chain stitch by yarning over, bringing that yarn through the loop again. So I'm going to do this 2 more times to make a foundation chain that has 4 stitches in it. And like I said, you want these to be a bit tighter than you probably normally would do to minimize any holes that you'll have in the end. So now you should have a piece that looks a bit like this. And you can see the 4 V's that indicate the 4 chain stitches. And we're going to skip the first V. And we're going to put our hook under only the top of the second V. So we're going to split that V in half. So we're going to put the hook over here. And I'm using my yarn hand to help get the hook in there because I crocheted it kind of tight. So now it should look like there's 2 loops on your hook. We're going to do a single crochet stitch. So that's yarning over and then bringing it through just that first loop on your hook, so that now you have 2 loops on your hook. Yarn over again and bring it through both loops on the hook. And I have this stitch marker here to help me see where the very first stitch of this round is. So I'm going to put it under that V that I just made. Now we're going to put a single crochet stitch under the top side of the next V, again splitting that V so it looks like we've got 2 loops on the hook. Yarn over, pull it through just the first loop, so you've got 2 loops left on your hook. Yarn over again, pull it through both loops on the hook. All right, this is where it's going to be a little different. Now we actually want to put 3 single crochet stitches in the last V because that's what's going to make that nice rounded shape to make the oval. But you're going to put the hook exactly where you have been, where you split the V. So I'm just going to put 3 single crochet stitches in exactly the same hole. And notice I've rotated my piece a little bit already because what I know is about to happen is we've been crocheting on the top of that chain, and now we actually need to rotate to see the bottom of the chain, so that the bottom of the unworked part of the chain is now facing up. And now we're going to work some stitches in the other side of the V. So if you can see, this is the next unworked V. So we're going to put one single crochet stitch in here. And then this very first stitch was actually one of the 3 end V's that we need to make for this side. So we only need to put 2 more single crochet stitches in this side of the unworked part of this first V. So I'm going to put my hook in here and make 2 single crochet stitches. So now each end of this oval actually has 3 single crochet stitches in it. This one was just kind of divvied up into 1 and then at the beginning and then 2 at the end. So when I work on the next stitch in the next round, I'm going to be putting my hook in the stitch mark by the stitch marker, because that always marks the first stitch of every round. And I just want to do this to show you that if when I put a single crochet stitch in there, now you can more clearly see this nice oval shape. And I want to point out to you the holes in the middle. This is what I was talking about why you want to try to make that foundation chain tighter than you normally would. I tried to make it a bit tight, but because of the yarn I'm working with, it stretches really easily, so there are still holes in here. But if you want to minimize those holes, make those foundation chain stitches pretty tight.